But before the video actually starts, I want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and also if you actually turn on my notifications, it's that little bell by the actual subscribe button.
Shahid Afridi announces his arrival at Amstelveen.
What a hit! Taking the attack to Irfan Pathan. Take that.
We'll have a look at how quick the outfield is. He's hit it pretty hard, Shahid Afridi. And he'll get 3 for that. The score moves on to 10 for no wicket after the first over. He's gone for it. That's a good shot. He's almost waiting for that bouncer from Ajit Agarkar. This is good cricket from Shahid Afridi.
Ajit Agarkar, not for the first time trying to bounce him out, but look how he positioned himself very early with that shot through mid-wicket. And when you play that shot through mid-wicket, you know that you've sighted the ball early and in good control as well.
It's another very good shot. The slow outfield, but that's travelled comfortably.
One-day cricket at its very best. Shahid Afridi going great guns. He's running with a little bit of width, and what entertainment we've had from him so far. 2 fours of 2 deliveries, 2 classic hits. One a terrific pull shot, the other drive on the up through the offside, square drive.
It's gone up in the air. This is going to be a very difficult catch.
It was a strong hit, and it did appear for a while that the ball was going away from the fielder. Now Yuvraj and Mohammad Kaf were trying to get underneath that, and Shahid Afridi will be bitterly disappointed with that. And look at that brilliant take. Calm, cool, and in the end netting an absolutely stunning catch to get rid of Shahid Afridi for 19. 22 for 1.
I'm Shoaib Malik is the number 3 batsman for Pakistan. Nicely played. He'll get 2 for that. Saurav Ganguly on the ball. Lovely shot down the ground. Malik continues the form that he had during the Asia Cup. He was so impressive and got consistency through that one-day tournament. And this is how he compiled most of his innings. And again, that one played with ease through the offside on this occasion. That's the short boundary you were talking about. It's only 60-odd metres, and it flies across this outfield.
Arms down a bit of the wicket.
In the air.
That was played on the up again. Didn't quite make it to the cover fielder.
Gutsy effort from Kaif at cover, diving forward in an attempt to catch it. It just died on him. And bounces and hits him in the face. A little bit of a ricochet off the hands. In the air, but through the gap. Pathan will safely field it. These boundaries are so small that it got to Pathan so quickly. Shoaib Malik, I think he looking for a change of bat. Noticed a split in it, on the side or the back. Often they'll split up the back and through the toe, looks like. Well, this is an interesting move. The skipper is bringing himself on, Saurav Ganguly, and I have a feeling it's going to be hard to score from in these conditions. If he keeps the ball in that sort of area, it allows Dravid to come up behind the stumps, keeps the batsman in their crease. Ganguly could be difficult.
He's not going to try for pace, he's going to keep it around that off stump. you really have to go after him. Now, if you don't do something innovative, Saurav Ganguly is going to bowl his overs with ease.
Still going steadily. 4.45 is the run rate. There's dot balls in one-day cricket, particularly when it's reduced to 36 overs apiece, will bring about a wicket, a rash shot. 52 for 1. Start of the 13th over. Balaji continuing. Not trying too much. He's only gone for 7 runs. And gone! An edge! Feel the pressure building. You really could. Too many dot balls. And that's what happens in one-day cricket. He's gone for the big slog. Caught behind.
This is bound to happen. Only making room for himself, couldn't quite judge the line of it. So Pakistan have lost their second wicket. A little bit of trouble now. 52 for 1. 52 for 2, I beg your pardon.
The second wicket just fallen for Pakistan. The skipper at the crease, and to tell you more about the next 6 overs, Barry Richards and Lakshman Sibrahamakrishnan.
Thank you, Michael. And that is a very big wicket. Just starting to take charge, these two, and suddenly a rush of blood. A little bit of credit must go to Saurav Ganguly, the other end, who really did keep them quiet. Successful over, 52 for 2. The real key from a bowling point of view is the change of pace, and I think Gurkha did that pretty well. He's got a good slower ball, and just have this pace where you change it up, even when you're bowling with a normal orthodox seam position. You change the pace up a little bit, down a little bit, then the odd slower ball. He used the bouncer to good effect. It was a really good display of how to bowl on a wicket which is not providing an awful lot of assistance. Beautiful shot. Gee whiz, that is classic.
He's a man in good form, Shoaib Malik. Up at number 3 for the Asia Cup, drew a lot of criticism from a lot of people, but came back quite strongly in the Asia Cup and continuing his good form. Not the easiest pitch to hit on the top. Beautiful execution. The hand-eye coordination was extremely good. And waited for the ball to come on to him, picked the spot, and sweet as it can get.
Just the one this time. What do you reckon? 36 overs. What would you be happy with as a skipper?
Probably we're looking at 6 and 0 from now. Could be 190. So anything under 200, the Indians will be quite happy, because this is not a very big run. The straights is smaller than the sides, but I think anything under 200, the Indians will have done well. Looking at Anil Kumble, I think he's going to hold the key for this total. For the straights is smaller than the sides, but I think anything under 200, the Indians will have done well. Looking at Anil Kumble, I think he's going to hold the key for this total for India.
Also the man batting too, Inzamam. Just angled away beautifully with his hands in the air, but that was an intentional. 58 for 2.
Under pressure, he's coming at a tight situation here, not bowling with a new ball in this game. That is has dropped two important blows for India. This is a big one. A very, very big one. That Pakistan captain playing away from the body, but the line and length is very good. In two minds whether to get onto the front foot or not. Just slicing it to Rahul Dravid. Can't get straight forward in that. So Pakistan lose the third wicket. Inzamam ball is 58 for 3.
Yusuf Yohana. And immediately off the mark. That's a very, very good shot. And just the way you should play on this type of wicket. Eased it through the gap. 14 deliveries, 2 wickets, and only 11 runs. India right back in the match.
He's a good player, Yusuf Yohana. One of the reasons why he's a good player. He plays the ball very late and into the gaps.
That's not far away. There's an appeal, in fact, because it just brushed the pads, but I don't think it came back quite enough. Very tough. Taking the fielder on, and that's good running. Mohammed Kaif, great effort.
Most people wouldn't have got a hand to it. And here's Mohammed Kaif, one of the better fielders, if not the best. Magnificent effort. Gets a hand to it, takes a few runs off, taking the pace off the ball, doesn't get to the fence. That technically will go down as a chance. Captain disappointed, but great effort from his young man.
Lovely shot. Short boundary, must be full.
He's one batsman who looks totally different out in the middle, Shoaib Malik. Boundaries are pretty easy for him to come by. His 5th boundary, the last one, and by far the best. Just waited for the ball to come on to him. It is so very important on a slow pitch. I tell you, he's got a nice willow. Every time it finds the middle, it finds the fence.
In the air but wide. And well fielded too. Bring Baton down there at third man. 17 overs gone. Drinks on the field. 74 for 3.
Almost inevitably there was another rain delay. Unfortunate, but it stopped play after 17 overs, and at that stage Pakistan 74 for 3. But when the sun came out again, play did resume and the overs were reduced from 36 to 33.
Played it fine. Should be 4. Yes, it is. This is a clever shot. Piercing the gap. A man standing at about third slip. Intelligent cricket. Really is. Foot slides, he's got to look back, and does. Took Dravid quite some time to get the ball back to the stumps. And the green light comes on. Once again running hard, coming back for 2. Good running. Looking slick between the wickets. This field. Once again, the second run has been picked. Saurav Ganguly's patience is being tested here. We've got to say that's good running. And a combination of 2 reasons, as I said, fielders need to come in now. They're not hitting the big shots, the Pakistanis. Maybe not every time. 50 now for Shoaib Malik, and brought up in 51 deliveries. Terrific form. And it continues. Yusuf Yohana at the moment just looking to run those quick singles and couples. Pakistan. Shoaib Malik comfortably has scored at a runner ball, almost a runner ball. Great fielding. Mohammad Cave, he's brilliant. Just incredible. If that was a direct hit, and if that would have been a run out, would have been one of the best that you would have ever seen. Left-handed reflex stop, and I think the batsman was outside the crease when he flicked that ball onto the stump. It's just been a one-man impact on the field, Mohammad Kaif. .100 comes up for Pakistan. That's over the top. That's a beauty.
That's a magnificent hit. Outside the off stump, just enough room to free his arms. Yohana played it inside out. And as expected, they've reached that point in the innings when they want to really have a go at the ball now. Beautifully played.
Yeah, a little bit of extra pace from Pathan, and he's used it to good effect.
He's had the old-fashioned slog. He'll definitely get two for it. This outfield very slow. I reckon a -30. This time again, good use of his feet. Will they come back for the second? They do. And the bat is short. It's fallen short of the crease. So that's bad luck for Yusuf Yohana.
This is good. Watch his bat. Bang, straight in the ground. See you later, Yusuf. He's gone. See you later. That is very, very unlucky.
He would have made it normally, but like you see, the bat just gets stuck in the mud there because of the soft mud there. And did he knock the bails off before the ball hit the wicket?
Now watch Kumble. Knocks one off. Yes, but the other is still there. Yusuf Yohana's bat sticks in the ground. The ball knocks the other bail off. The decision is absolutely correct.
The new batsman in Abdul Razak. He's had a go at that one, and it's vacant mid-wicket area. You can't bowl short on this wicket. That's wonderful for runs for Pakistan.
A little bit of inexperienced bowling, yeah, Pathan and also Balaji.
He's had a go at that one mid-wicket. Absolutely vacant. 4 more.
I'll tell you what, that ball landed in a very wet, muddy patch. It's not going to be easy when it gets back to Anil Kumble. Good batting. He's selected areas where he wants to hit boundaries. This is not your classical cricket shot, but he saw the vacant area there and he's pounded it away.
Taking on the floor, it's in the air. Player getting under it, and he's got it. Again, a little unlucky. He had the ability to really play over the covers, sliced it, and gave under it. Save as you can get.
I tell you what, Anil Kumble, little raw smile. He'll bowl a lot better deliveries and get nothing for it. This one is a poor delivery. And Malik is trying to hit it too hard. He's really trying to pound it right over our commentary position and pay the penalty. He looks at his gloves, it just might have slipped in his hand. Kaif again takes a very good catch. It's not easy, just going over his shoulder again. Nicely taken, big wicket.
Kaif is having a great day. Malik departs for 68 of 67. It's 136 for 5. At the crease now. I beg your pardon, Yunus Khan taking strike. He's got 100, 1950 is an average of 32. Decent strike rate as well, 72.9. they're all going to close in on him now. Two new batsmen on the crease. They're going to deny them the singles, make them take some risks.
Nipped away a little bit off the track, just enough. Watch the angle of the wrist. Didn't quite get forward. There it is. It's beautifully on the seam. Little bit of a wide movement. Rod Robert does the rest. Two quick wickets. 136 for 6.
New batsman in Moin Khan. Bit of trouble there for Pakistan. Bit of room outside the off stump. Moin Khan off the mark. This man is impressed. He had a tough time at the Asia Cup. Fastest ball of 132. Slowest 116, an average of 127. So he's bowled well within himself.
Has played fine. Will pick up another run. It's gone in the air. Leading it. And now, well, Moin Khan eventually makes it back. Quite funny. The call first from Moin Khan. Misfield from VVS Laxman, and then stuttering effort to get back. Let's put away for at least a run. Irfan Pathan more keen now in targeting the ball. 10 and over will get them to 188. 8 and over 180, so they'll really have to motor along and really have to finish with a big bang. This is a much better stroke from Moin Khan. He'll pick up at least 2. Swing shot will earn Moin Khan just a run of the last ball of that over. 150 is what Pakistan have got for the loss of 6 wickets. Pakistan bowls a short one and pays the price. It's 4. Welcome boundary for Pakistan.
Good reactions by Moin Khan. He was looking to come down the pitch, shot the short ball and then went for the full shot. It's really good reflexes shown here. Didn't quite go where he intended, but he was able to get into that position.
Another good delivery from Irfan Pathan. India. Whereas Mohammad Kaf was very quick between very quick at the ball, running between the wickets from this pair. Picks up 2. Oh, that's a biggie. That's gone the distance. What a shot.
Big one, Ramiz. We saw one big one early from Shahid Afridi, but I think this went twice the distance. Oh God. Look at that bludgeon from Razak, the big back lift, and then the finish with the bat came from the middle of the bat.
Width, and Moin Khan has got
Rahul Dravid. Abdul Razak keen to come back to the second. Good running. Balaji will get it under control. Moin Khan is running hard for the second, and he gets there in time. Good running, and that double also gives Moin and Abdul Razak 50 partnership.
Pakistan were out of the game, but here they are back again.
Hands up for the big one. It's a huge six from Abdul Razak. Super hit from Pakistani batsman. Well, he enjoyed his little stint out there. A real cameo from Abdul Razak, ending the innings on a high note.
Unintended. That was high. Just the sound, the cracking sound that the bat made with that contact. Just an incredible hit. He's such a dangerous player, Abdul Razak. Again, another bowler looking for that Yorker. It's not a good idea, Abdul Razak. You've got to be spot on because he's always bending back, looking to go in the air. Opens himself up to play on the leg side. Very difficult to keep this man quiet. What a finish. Great hitting ability, a natural hitting ability that he has. 35 of 27 balls.
Razak 35, unbeaten 27, and Moin Khan chipping with a very valuable 27. The last 2 overs cost India plenty. 192 for 6 Pakistan in their 33. Who would have imagined just 3 short of 33. The Indians, no joy for Pathan. He was a hero for so many matches, but today leveled out, none for 57. Balaji 3 for 27, the star, and Kumble also picking up a wicket along with Ajit Agarkar. And so the target for the Indians, 194 according to the Duckworth-Lewis. The overs available only 33, and a reminder that 193 would earn a tie. We'll pick up the Indian chase from the very first ball.
Beautiful sunshine. Mohammad Sami's got the ball in the hands, but not everybody's 100% sure what the target will be, least of all the batsmen.
No, it's quite simple. Pakistan look at early wickets, and the Indians will look for a few runs after the first few overs, and the overs restriction is on. Just 2 outside the ring. It's a small ground. There will be a third man and a deep fine leg, the 2 men outside the ring. And good to see 2 splits in play as far as Pakistan is concerned. But Virendra Sehwag, you never know what we're into.
Here we go. Immediately away with a misfield to get Pepper here. And the folks will not be happy with that. Folks of Pakistan, that is. This little loosening for show is in pursuit.
Technique, and look at that hand-eye coordination at its best, and strong hands. Trays the bullet to the fence. That will give him enormous confidence.
Nice shot. Sabia's brilliant with
very strong hands. Nice runs. Virendra Sehwag, even with this heavy outfield, is dispatching the ball faster than it comes from the bowler's hand. Shakir Ahmed surprisingly brought in the winning ball to Bandama with something to the shore buckler. What a welcome.
That's a good comeback. Half a second you've got to react when Mohammad Sami's bowling. And that's a good reaction. So Ganguly joining in all the fun. Boundaries
This looks like it's a batsman's paradise. Virendra Sehwag set the pattern for India, and the captain joining in. What a way to get off the mark. Good position of the seam as far as Mohammad Sami is concerned. But this man's eyes light up every time there is a little bit of wind. Good enough to free his arms, and these guys play with fantastic willows.
Sami trying to bowl too quick. He's got to get the length and the line right. Otherwise he's going to pay a huge penalty. Ganguly's away.
Great joy for the Indians here. The Indian captain will be pleased as punch. He's got the opportunity to open the innings. Tendulkar not playing. But look at that. Hitting it in front to square, which is a good indication that he picks up the length very early. Boy, oh boy, what a sight he is to watch when he gets going. Look at that strike rate. A little too early, but he like it.
And it's lobbed in quite a muddy patch. It's not going to go. 3. .27 for no wicket.
It's been terrific games so far between these two teams. Good reasonable target set by the Pakistanis in 33 overs, 194. The Indians are off to a flyer, going at 9 and over after 3.
And it's going to carry now. Just short on the bounce. Try and get as many runs as they can inside that 10 overs. A field restriction, and they're doing it quite beautifully at the moment. Run rate in Pride 5.6, and they're going at 8.
That's one thing they did in the World Cup in 2003 when they played in South Africa. They had to get 270, the Indians raced to 120 in no time. And Shabir Ahmed not very quick, just maybe at his best in the mid 130s.
In the air and out. Did he hold it back? Virendra Sehwag pushing through very hard. Big blow for India. Didn't quite get his foot to it. Neatly taken and neatly judged too.
Not very quick, I was mentioning. This one, he bowled the right length. Just dragged it back of the length. Wasn't there in the slot to be driven, but Virendra Sehwag, the kind of mood that he is in, goes for it, and Shabir Ahmed, he's got this joy in his face, and he's got this ability of providing the breakthrough. Sehwag gone for 17, it's 30 for 1.
VVS Laxman coming in at number 3. Oh, 50s, 600s, good strike rate, and a job ahead of him.
This is an important spell.
It out and then signals the no ball. Very close, and that's the view that Jeremy Lloyd has as the third umpire. There he is. Welcome to the crease, Mr. Akhtar, says the
Shoaib Akhtar was going around the stumps. That's bothering him. Just a little bit of width and plenty of pace to play with. He's looking in. Very good touch. Indian captain would love it. He'd love to carry on.
Just about there. That's what Yunus Khan was talking about. Teams at home, and he's been whipped through there for a couple. 41 for 1. Nothing in it. Absolutely nothing in it. Slower delivery, and quite a bit slower too. Spotted by Saurav Ganguly. He is a good player.
Maybe Anil Kumble's speed. Anil Kumble's quickest ball. 109. But very well disguised. Picking it up at the last moment.
Players, the Indian players, and the timing is always excellent. Another 3, 45 for 1.
It's a slow one, but what a start to this innings. India absolutely classical in their shot making. Pakistan bowling with a fair bit of pace. Good entertaining session in this one. Need 149 more to win from 26.5 overs. As we see Shoaib bowl the slow one. It's a full house here. Very colourful crowd. Fastest ball bowled by Shoaib today, 152.9 kilometers. Follows that shot one with a good bouncer. Pacey delivery. Now this is close. Slow one. Maybe just going down the leg side. A slow one, not read by VVS Laxman, but read really well by the umpire.
And that's exactly what Shoaib Akhtar needs to do more of. The slow ball. This time he takes the speed down to 113 kilometres an hour, which is a huge difference from his pacey 150.
Very close to the stumps. Now VVS Laxman is a little edgy out there. That's played away. It's a safe shot in the air, even though Saurav Ganguly didn't get hold of it properly. But the intentions are very clear from the Indian captain. Oh, that's a lovely drive. That's a VVS Laxman special. Beautiful on drive. Now that was a quick one from Shoaib Akhtar. He had to time it, he had to place it. And on both counts, he won the game.
The thing is, when you're bowling the top line players, they're not afraid of the pace. The quicker it comes, the quicker it'll go. Laxman still using that bottom hand. Beautifully struck through that onside. The on drive is one of the hardest shots to play in cricket. Great execution.
That last delivery that was played away for 4 through mid-on ball at 150 kilometers. It's gone in the air. Six, is it? In the canal.
Well, the canal is always the second cherry of the day. And that is a top edge. That's another indication of what pace. Shoaib Akhtar, arguably the quickest bowler in world cricket. You get a bit of bat on it and you're committed to a shot. Top edge can go for 6. It's like a scoop over first slip and the wicket keeper. And the ball was caught by the lagoon. Oh no, we've got it back.
It's only a 63-meter boundary there, so easily done in the end by VVS Laxman. It's on to 20. Oh, Good sharp spin from Shoaib Akhtar. Narrowly missed the stump. 63 for 1. Ganguly's running hard, but he'll not come back for the second. It's Shoaib Akhtar with a brisk thrill.
And what an atmosphere.
Yes, great atmosphere and a lot more pressure on the players also. I remember when we used to play, especially in places like Sharjah, there'd be fans at the reception area asking us to not get beaten by India, get beaten by any other team, but not by India. It's a real wide one, but not given as wide. 65 for 1. These two making it look extremely easy out there. Pakistan have bowled with a fair bit of pace, but because there's not been enough consistency, they've gone for runs. Starts off well. Brilliant running catch. Important catch under pressure. So Pakistan have got the most important breakthrough of the innings so far. They got rid of the Indian skipper.
Razak coming up with the trump straight away. Bit slower. Gave time to Ganguly to get in position, but he just tried to roll it around, and this is a brilliant catch. These are hard to take. Over your shoulder, running with the ball. Yusuf Yuhana, the man in the deep. Crucial for Pakistan to stay in this match. And they've got a big chance now just to slow things. Ganguly, he's gone for 25, 69 for 2.
They've got Rahul Dravid walking in, replacing Sourav Ganguly. He's been in tremendous form in the last 12 months.
It's always full of action when they're talking about India and Pakistan. Pakistan have picked up 2 wickets of Ganguly and Sehwag, but they'll know it's a short game, just 33 overs, and India are playing 7 genuine batsmen.
Dravid has just hit the ground with the bat. He also thinks that he is in trouble.
I think he thinks he's gone. There was a mix-up there. Rahul Dravid didn't have access for that run. Lakshman didn't notice that. Just take a look. Inzi with the throw. One hand throw. And I think Rahul Dravid is got to go. Now that is disaster. Absolute disaster.
The worst way you can get out as a batsman. A duck, a run out. And it's just a casual throw by Inzamam, and you can say a bit of casual running from Dravid as well. Singh wants to come back for the second. He's got to be careful. VVS Lakshman is not the swiftest. 71 for 3.
Great opportunity now for Yuvraj to really prove his worth.
One run. Shabir Ahmed, the fielder, in the deep. I think for me, Yuvraj Singh is the key batsman because he can hit the big shots. We've seen enough in this match on this ground to know that the big shots made the difference for the Pakistanis. There's something in the pitch where you're able to hit the sixes quite comfortably, and if you have that ability, then you can be a dangerous batsman. VVS Lakshman not so much when it comes to slogging in the last 5 overs or so. This fellow has the ability. A super time out the ball, Lahana in the deep to get a couple of runs. A minimum of 4 is needed, even when they are looking to build partnership, not to lose wicket. Just out of reach of Abdur Razzaq.
Bit of luck there for Lakshman. He had already turned his wrists on the delivery. The leading edge. Abdur Razzaq is looking very, very ominous. Difficult to get away. Not giving them any pace, bowling very straight. Fortunately, that didn't go to hand.
Picked a spot. And he's got 4. Picked a spot. And he's got 4 for it. Welcome boundary for India.
Welcome indeed. That is just what the doctor ordered. Not only does it get the scoreboard moving, but it releases a lot of pressure. It's taken 40 deliveries for this boundary. The roll of the wrist, bowled the slower delivery, just pulled it down a shade, short delivery.
When the Pakistani selectors decided to look forward, look to the new generation of Pakistani players, Shahid Afridi makes a comeback though here. May have pitched outside leg stump.
Opportunity lost. That was a short ball, but it kept very, very low.
They have to build a partnership. Got to be conscious of the fact it's a 33 overs match. Safe. Just over that fielder at mid-wicket. Give him a couple of runs.
And it's a good start with the ball. Some good fielding also.
VVS Lakshman gives the impression that he's getting a little restless out there in the middle, losing his concentration just a little bit. He's mixing it up quite well. The leg breaks, not turning a great deal. He's also got an important man shot when we get Yunus Khan. He's a very good fielder. And one thing with Shahid Afridi's lads is he gets his overs through pretty quickly, so you don't realize how quickly the overs pass by.
You're exactly right, and good for Inzamam Al-Ha to have him in his side, and the variation he's got too is a great asset, and I think Pakistan have missed his style of bowling in one-day cricket. He's got this delivery, it's almost like an off-break, or it is an off-break, and then the leg spin, it doesn't turn a lot, just holds enough, and that's all you need for an outside edge. As well as his pace. Big shot there. Yuvraj Singh picking out the fielder, just the single, 95 for 3.
And got him! Got him! That ball has come back onto the stumps. Malik into the action. And as we've seen, the slower the bowling, the harder it is to play. Lakshman hadn't adjusted to his off-spin and he's walking back to the pavilion.
Ball much lower than Afridi, as we mentioned, 86.6 Ks, and there is going to be a bit of turn, and that risk involved. Playing against the turn is a big, big risk, and you're asking for trouble, even if you have the caliber of VVS Lakshman. And what joy! Terrific first over, and what a start to a spell. Great tournament, and a great last few months with Shoaib Malik. He's provided the breakthrough. VVS Lakshman got to 37, it's 96 for 4.
Starting to look a little sorry, this Indian batting card. Still a long way to go. 27 for 4. And that'll be close. That'll be very close. It's out. It's such a deathly weight, isn't it? Steve Butler, he weighs all the aspects up and the finger goes. He saw that going on to hit the stumps. Another wicket falls.
And the Pakistani contingent are jubilant. They know they are in firm control of the situation here. And Yuvraj Singh, boy oh boy, the Indians are losing too many wickets too quickly. Shahid Afridi, not a great turner of the ball, pitching it fully up, hitting him on the back leg. Well, no element of doubt in the mind of Steve Buckner. He took a long while, hitting him on the back leg. Gone for 13, Yuvraj Singh. It's 98 for 5.
Hawkeye backing up Steve Buckner's decision. That ball just straightening enough. Gavaskar is the new batsman, and he got out to the crease very quickly. It says that he's confident, he's looking forward to this opportunity, but India find themselves in all sorts of trouble. Their recent ability in chasing a score has not been good, and once again we're seeing them fold in this middle order. The thing is now the momentum is all with Pakistan in. That's what we have to do for a while. Just get the scoreboard ticking over. 102 for 5. That is a fantastic shot. Gavaskar working the gap through that extra cover area. Only got 2, but that was a good option. I think these two need to pick the right area, something in their zone. And don't be afraid to hit in the air. That's it! And again, going to the onside, hitting it against the spin. Not timing it, but comes back for another 2. So there is a bit more intent shown here. They have to. The run rate's getting up around 9 and over. They've got to play some big shots. What?
We'll look for 2. Mohammad is very quick. He gets it quite comfortably in the air. That's what the Indians need to do. Look for the odd boundary and look for a run every ball, if not more.
Get a single. The second innings, Barry, the ball has really turned. Even for the faster bowlers, when they look to bowl the slow ball, it's really gripped on the surface.
You see here, even Afridi bowling at quite a handy pace, not normally known for a turn, and you can see getting some purchase on the ball. That's gone straight through. Looking to run it down to third man. A little bit quicker from Shahid Afridi. In disarray, India. 6 down.
Well, he was looking to use the pace of the bowler, but just too close. It pitched on middle summit, came back into Mohammad Kev. The length also too full. Poor selection of shot. And Mohammad Kev has gone for 10. And the match for India also gone with him. 116 for 6. Is the man for India. Need to get that strike rate. To more than 100 for India. Gets off the mark the first ball. It's gone
sort of indicates what sort of speed there is in the wicket. Virtually nil. Good comeback from Shahid Afridi. He's been out the side for a while, but a little bit disappointed with this one. Straight back at him very hard and in and out.
The off spinner, the quick off spinner that is bowled quite well and regularly in this spell. I think Ajit Agarkar should be taking a chance against Shoaib Malik. He's a big hitter, and here's his chance to hit with the spin.
Catch it!
And he does that, but there's a fielder waiting to take up and takes it comfortably. Yasir Hamid is the man in the deep. India have lost their 7th wicket.
They had to go. No option for Ajit Agarkar. No option for Ajit Agarkar. Creeping up with the spin, had the right idea, just didn't get enough on it. Just dropped neatly. Catching practice. More down the mine for India. They're in trouble. 123 for 7.
On in the air again and straight to the fielder. They're catching everything the Pakistanis. It's a Pakistani evening here at the Amstel field, and India have lost their 8th wicket.
Trying to go for the short boundary. Not a natural striker of the ball, Ryan Gavaskar. There's a little bit of doubt for a moment where it would carry, and that sums it up. India have just disintegrated. Shoaib Malik. These are much the wickets. Now, quick glance behind. Didn't go over the line. Thank you very much. 123 for 8.
Got 2 batsmen now batting on duck. Lakshmipati Balaji and Irfan Pathan. Shoaib Malik. And Fenova, a successful one. 2 wickets and at 124 for 8. Can be only one winner at this stage, and it's not India. Another big shot. Steve Buckner raises the finger. Shahid Afridi has made a great comeback. This is his 3rd wicket, and this really seals it for India. To tell you more, it's going to be Arun Lal who is going to join Barry Richards.
Full strike. Shahid Afridi, his 3rd. 5.1 overs, 3 for 17. 124 for 9. There it is. Nice and full. Did it spin him up probably? Hit the back leg. Just spun enough. He has got a little bit of turn today, Shahid Afridi. Back leg, up goes the wicketkeeper Mohan Khan, and up goes the finger from Steve Buckner. 70 or 41.
Anil Kumble, the new man in. India 9 down. Still 30 runs short of that bonus point. So if they were to get out before 154, then Pakistan not only wins this game, but they garner 6 full points from it. And that could spell doom for India.
Just watch this one. It just turns a fraction. There might have been a little bit of doubt. I think the fact that it hit him on the back leg convince Steve Buckner.
The spinners have really done it for Pakistan. They managed to get the ball to turn. That's Hawkeye for you, so it says it would have hit off. So umpire Buckner had it right.
Just flicked the outside, didn't it? Just can't take a trick. The Indians, a full toss, not put away. Yes, you're quite right. The spinners, and I think the fact that they bowled second has really aided Pakistan. It has turned quite a bit. Edge. Will it go all the way? I don't think it matters all that much.
Bit of an outside edge. That was the chase. Has he put his foot on the rope? He has, but that's close. That's very tight. He's had a go. That was in the air. Really being overtaken by the crowd. A big victory for Pakistan. They should be proud of it.
Turned out to be a forgettable chase for India, ending at 127. 37 the high by VVS Lakshman, and a fairly promising start by Sehwag and Ganguly, but no real resistance towards the end. 6 overs short of their 33 over limit. The Indians went down by 66 runs thanks to the Duckworth-Lewis method. For Pakistan, plenty of joy. Their slow bowlers, if you can call Shoaib Afridi that, bowling at 125 kilometres an hour, 4 for 20, and Shoaib Malik the star turn, 3 for 18 after his big 68 earlier on. 1 wicket for Shabir Ahmed as well. The mini-car, that's the story of the day. Match 1 of the Videocon Cup Super Challenge 2004. Pakistan blitzing their way to 1